What are people talking about on social media today? Jimmy Carter, the former U.S. president, says cancer was found on his brain and he will undergo treatment on Thursday. Hello, I'm Kate Haake and this is the 406. And now here are the top statewide headlines of this hour. The Montana Highway Patrol says drugs were found at the scene of a central Montana rollover crash that killed 3 teens and injured a 4th. According to Trooper Joe DeJong, speed was also a factor in the crash early Wednesday on U.S. Highway 87 between Windham and Moccasin. 2 14-year-old girls from Roundup, Chrissy Ossett and Cora McKell, died at the scene, while 16-year-old Brandon Jordan of Billings died in the hours after the crash. A proposed ban on wild and exotic animal performances in Missoula passed a city council committee Wednesday for the second time on a unanimous vote, but only after its authors made changes to the legislation. Version 2.0 of the proposed law addresses concerns made during last week's city council meeting when the ordinance was sent back to the Public Safety and Health Committee for additional work. Councilmember Ed Childers said, "I believe the ordinance that's here today is better than the other one. It doesn't do exactly what I'd like it to do, but it's not my ordinance." Smoke from wildfires has degraded the air quality in parts of western Montana so badly that officials are advising children, the elderly, and people with heart or respiratory problems to stay indoors. They advise everyone else to avoid prolonged exertion in those areas where the air quality is very unhealthy. DEQ officials say the wind may temporarily improve air quality, but the unhealthy conditions are expected to remain until at least Friday. Production at the Stillwater mine near Nye was put to a halt after the company announced it would be laying off more than 100 workers. The Billings Gazette reports CEO Mick McCullen said Wednesday that management has discussed its plan with employees to lay off 119 workers from the mine and Columbus smelter. He said production at the mine would resume Thursday. Michael Ray Richardson is returning to Missoula for a youth basketball clinic. Sugar Ray, as Richardson was known, became the first player ever banned for life by the NBA for drug use in 1986. Michael Ray Richardson is 60 years old now and the grandfather of 6 children. And he will be back in Montana this weekend for his first visit to the state, where he played his college ball in more than a decade. That's it for the 406. Subscribe to the 406 YouTube channel and tell us your thoughts about the show in a comment. Have a great evening.